She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. For 40 days and for 40 nights, I was on the side. But who can stand when she's in the bed? Her skin never lands. I would dance and blow around. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always think twice.
To the 2020-2021 Academic Achievement Service or Ceremony. We didn't get to do this last year, and we really hated that we missed it out, but with COVID and the shutdown, we didn't get the opportunity to acknowledge the outstanding students that we have here at Farmersville High School. So we're glad to be back this year, and even with the obstacles of remote learning and COVID and a later start and definitely a later finish, we've had some outstanding work by our students this year, and we want to recognize them tonight. So that's what this is all about, is recognizing our students and the hard work that they've done. So we're going to start things off and keep it moving with our science department, and Ms. Jacobs is going to come up.
I'm Ms. Jacobs. I teach AP Biology, Biology and Forensics, and my AP Biology award goes to Elliot Krause. My Forensics award goes to Reagan Lisbon, and Biology, Lauren Brimage. I'm not going to shake hands because we're not COVID. And next is Mr. Stoll.
Hey, my name is Brock Stoll, and I teach forensics and chemistry. We'll start off with forensics. My award goes to Elise Medina. And then my chemistry award goes to Rachel Maddox. And then my honors chemistry award goes to Tucker Derrick. Good job, Tucker. And next up is Coach K.
Good evening, I'm Coach Clement, and I got the distinguished honor of teaching chemistry and principles of technology. And I would like to give out my chemistry award tonight first, and my chemistry award goes to Jesus Parra Jr. And my Principals Technology Award goes to Taylor Christensen. And now, Mr. Nappo.
Hello. My name is Mr. Nappo. I teach primarily physics and astronomy and AP physics. So I've got a number of awards to give out to some of these kids. I want to start off with astronomy. I want to give this award to a student who not only performed very well in the class, but also showed a very deep interest in astronomy, was always asking questions. Half the time I didn't know the answer, but I acted like I did anyway. And that's for Cody Reagan. Next up for physics, I have two students that I felt both equally deserved an award, not only for their hard work, but for often blowing the curve. Thank you very much. And that would be for Leslie Rodriguez and Dominic Bates. And next up for a class which is notorious for students that have managed to survive it, and that's my AP Physics class. Most kids that have taken that class and made it through it can tell you that it's not an easy class. And I obviously don't make it very easy on them, but I had two students that even as annoying as I was from time to time, they still grit their teeth and they made it through it not only well, but extremely well. And those students are Kate Rich and Eric Olvera. And next up is Mr. Fisher.
I'm Mr. Fisher. I teach both biology and anatomy and physiology. And for the biology awards, I have two very curious students. Thank you for actually participating in our classroom discussions. First up, we've got Will Salih and Jimena Ruelas. And for anatomy and physiology, I have two graduating seniors, so congratulations to you and to all seniors. Maddie Connor and Kelly Espedia. And next up, we have the English department with Miss Serrano.
Good evening, everybody. I teach English for dual credit seniors, dual credit juniors, and juniors. So I have certificates of excellence for my dual credit seniors, and these students not only had a very high GPA, but they had great attitudes. Maddie Connor, Alex Brooks, and David Smith. Picking from my juniors was very difficult. I was their English teacher when they were freshmen also, so it was really hard to choose. For my dual credit juniors, I have Jason Gomez, Eric Olvera, Casey Chambers, and Leslie Rodriguez. And for English 3, I picked Treg Illig and Sylvia Grimaldo. Next up is Miss Sally.
Isn't that Dangerous Minds? I look just like Michelle Pfeiffer, don't you know? Good evening, I'm Julie Talley, and I teach sophomore English. The English 2 award is going to go to a student tonight who has a lot of qualities that I admire. She's not only intelligent, but she's driven to succeed. She has high expectations for herself. I greatly admire that. She always reaches her goals and surpasses those expectations that she sets for herself. She was a lawyer in our mock trial that we carried on this semester, and she owned the room like it was her courtroom. Persuasive, prepared, confident. So the English 2 award goes to Sophia Schooley. Not good at that part. Okay. My students will tell you that I am that teacher who is still making them work even in the last days of school. See, they know, I know. It's okay, I understand, and I'm proud to be that teacher because I like to push them to their limits, and hopefully they'll remember some of what they've learned and take it with them after this year. So this year, my 5th period class, they'll like to tell you that they're superior, of course, 5th period. Even when it came to studying Shakespeare, they never backed down to a challenge. And so for my Honors English 2 award, this goes to a student who made struggling through Shakespeare and literature, but she made it entertaining, enjoyable, and fun, and made me smile. And so she presented and performed for us live with her feature song from the soundtrack of The Tragedy of Julius Caesar. And maybe she'll do an encore performance, I don't know. That's Natalie Fresnillo. Next up is Ms. Gonzalez.
Hi, good evening. I'm Ms. Gonzalez, and I teach English 1 and Honors English 1. And this year I have 2 Academic Excellence Awards for English 1. The first one goes to Constance Poling. And the second one goes to Gavin Richardson. The Academic Excellence Awards for Honors English 1, Cash Witzel. And the second award goes to Savannah Johnson. And next up is Mrs. Barton.
Good evening, I'm Mrs. Barton, and I have English 1, English 2, and Professional Communications, which everyone just calls speech. So my first award for English 1 goes to Kiefer Coleman. And I don't see him here. Kiefer's one of those kids who never turns anything in late, always turns the whole thing in done, never makes a sound, and when he asks a question, it's always one that everyone else is wondering too. So he's been a joy to have this year. My English 2 award goes to Gabriela Zamora. who is also apparently not with us tonight. Everybody in her class will tell you Miss Barton thinks Gabby's perfect, but it's because she never makes any mistakes and she makes me feel kind of stupid sometimes. So she has also been a complete joy to have and was a kid I'd never met before. My last award is for my professional communications class, which is a required course, much to most kids' chagrin. Most of them don't like getting up and speaking in front of anyone, and my award recipient was much the same. She was terrified to give her first speech, and so she volunteered to go first to get it out of the way, and it turned out she was a phenomenal public speaker. And went first for every speech we had last semester, and that is Samantha Neild. And our next speaker is Coach Chase.
Nice. All right. Good evening. Nice. Okay. My content areas are college prep English and English 4, aka Britlet. So we cover everything. We go Beowulf to Orwell, everything in between. And I have 5 students who are able to keep up with everything. So from bell ringer to capstone project, and being able to handle the back corner posse in each class. Their awards are definitely earned. For the college prep English, my first award is Reagan Listman. And the second is Aiden Moore. All right, English 4 award winners, Cesar Maldonado. There we go. All right. Another one for English 4 goes to Jennifer Hernandez. And the final English 4 award goes to Elliot Krause. And now I'd like to pass off responsibilities to Ms. Winter.
Hi. I'm Ms. Winter, and I teach English 1 and English 2 in co-teach setting, and I also teach one class of juniors and one class of seniors English. My certificates of excellence goes to most improved, and I have 2 freshmen that have improved in writing significantly from day 1, looking at a piece of paper for 5-10 minutes before writing anything, to getting their ideas down in just minutes. And that goes to Ryan Justice and Alyssa Melton. And also for my English 2, I have 2 most improved readers who took on Miss Talley's love of Shakespeare, even though they were reluctant. But they took it, they ran with it, and they understood it. And that would be for Chase Cooper and Marilyn Garcia. And then my last 2 are for my juniors and seniors who've shown the most improvement. I see my students all 4 years. Oh, Chase, you actually came. I am so happy. You told me you weren't coming. Well, I'm glad you did. My last two are for my junior and senior who improved in both reading and writing, and I've seen them for multiple years, and they have grown as English students to even so cautiously say, I actually like English, Miss Winter. So, and this goes to Itzel Rango and Alejandro Santana. And now I will pass the torch to social studies, and that will be Coach Norton.
So I teach world history. There's going to be 5 world history awards. The first is for Jocelyn Aguilar. Mariana Ortega. Sawyer Tippett. Sarah Rodriguez. And Yuri Martinez. Mr. Bird is next.
That's okay. Keep on going. Okay, thank you. All right, for the U.S. history, these two girls, they figured out that if you're sitting close to my desk, you either don't smell or I really like you. So these two girls, besides being really good in history, I really did like them, working with them, seeing them every day. Tara Jackson and Rachel Ragland, come on up. I don't know how many years I got left, so I'll get a picture. Okay, for my dual credit, the creme de la creme. Same thing, these girls just were outstanding. I really liked being around them, you know, always did their work. And I could go on about all the good characteristics about them, but here they are. Sabrina Parker, Phoebe Attaway, and Avery Winterrod, come on up. Next, we have our art teacher, Mr. Mrlford.
Hello, I'm Mr. Mrlford. I'm the art teacher. I teach art 1 through 4. We had a really tough year this year, but I had a lot of kids that I could have picked for this. So we had a lot of skilled students. To start off with, art 1 is Jacob Watkins. Will Saleh. Is Will? That's you. Emma Tanner. And James Carden. For Art 2 is Dominic Bates and Chloe Whitaker. There you go. For Art 3 is Tara Jackson and Mackenzie Smith. And finally, for the seniors, Geraldo Ortega and Alex Brooks. I'll be followed by Coach Ellis.
And that's all you get. All right, so I have some pretty great humans that I'm going to call up to the stage. They are in my dance class. This is levels 1 through 4. I have Abigail Castillo. That's dance 4. Love you a lot. Okay, Abigail McGee, dance 3. And then Sadie Chapman, which is dance 1. All 3 of these lovely ladies always absorb everything that they ask and what I've told them to do. And even if I say something that's a foreign language, they go, okay, coach, I'll try. Okay, so next is Mr. Cross. Boom. That's a good one too. Okay, so he is out for the evening. Now, I did not have this young man for band, but I do like to pick on him in the hallways, and I've had him for student council, and he is a wonderful human as well. Clay Cash. Did I make your day? Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll take it, whatever. Okay, next will be Miss Wilborn.
This car is automatic. Systematic.
Okay. All right, so my first award, I'm Miss Wilborn. I teach art at the junior high, theater at the junior high, and I teach intro to theater here and production theater. My first award is for my introduction to theater class. This person will make even the darkest cynic smile. This person has a joy for life and is one of my favorite people to be around and makes my day super happy no matter how rough it might have been. I love getting to sit with this person and talking about Justin Bieber. This is for Brandon Neal. And my last 2 awards are for 2 students in my theater production class. These 2 ladies have been a backbone of strength for me. They've really helped me and guided me through UIL 1 Act and our 2 other productions. I cannot speak highly enough of them and about their talent. They're wonderful. I have Casey Chambers and Isabella Red. on to Miss Duque.
I like that song, so I was going to stand here for just a little bit. I teach, I'm Ms. Duque, and I teach Culture and Linguistics, Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. And for my Culture and Linguistic Awards tonight, it's going to Trinity Kitchens. For my Spanish 1 award tonight, it goes to Abigail McGee. And for my Spanish 2, it goes to Cash Witzel. All right, up next is Senor de la Cruz.
I feel like I'm Puerto Rico all over again. Yes, I am Senor de la Cruz. I teach Spanish levels 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to start with a Spanish 2 kid, super quiet, never complains about any of the assignments. Hopefully he's here tonight. That's Mr. Luis Gutierrez. Nope. Okay. The Spanish 3 award. I have her mother on speed dial because if she does anything wrong in class, she's right there. Miss Michaela Grabowski. Also for Spanish 3, I had this kid for Spanish 2, and I didn't think I was going to have him again for Spanish 3 honors because you don't have to take it. And he did very well as Mr. Jaron Johnson. All right, my next awards are for my Spanish 4 and Spanish 5 classes. And please wish them luck because they're taking the exam tomorrow. The first kid goes, this first award goes to Miss Mariana Arteaga. The second one for Spanish 4 goes to Miss Jimena Rivera. And I joke around because I have an aunt by this name. I always have to call her aunt in Spanish, my tia Silvia Grimaldo. And these Spanish 5 awards, these are the kids who worked the hardest and the longest. This is Spanish 5. It's up there. This goes to Ms. Saidi Arceo and Diana Nunez. I guess they're not here. Again, wish them luck for tomorrow's test. Next up is the math department. We're going to start with Miss Isaac.
Hi, I'm Miss Isaac. I teach Algebra 2 and 3, as well as honors for Algebra 2. My first award goes to my Algebra 2, Sage Tackett. The next one goes to, for my Algebra 2 honors class, Michaela Grabowski. Oh, Grabowski, sorry. And the next one is for my Algebra 3 class, Cadence James. Next up, it's Coach Walker.
My name is Coach Walker. I teach Algebra 1. I actually took over in March for Miss Gerke, but glad to be here. I've got one award. I don't know what happened before I was here, but since I've been here, this guy's done a great job. That goes to Caden Norman. Mr. Garnish up next.
Nice. I'm Mr. Garnsey. I teach geometry. This is my first year here as well, so I'm going to follow Coach and do one award. For geometry, it's usually a subject that most students are just really excited to be done with. So the student that I'm giving this award to is actually the one that pulls me out of the random conversations I sometimes have and say, hey, I want you to teach me how to do this problem right now. So, and sometimes I have to actually refresh my mind. So this award goes to Jimena Rivera. Next up, Mr. Yuri.
Hello, I'm Mr. Yuri. I teach Honors Geometry Pre-Cal and Honors Pre-Cal. We'll start off with the Honors Geometry Award tonight. That goes to Mariana Artega. Pre-Cal award goes to Nolan Parker. And then my honors pre-cal award goes to a student that is going to exceed, I think, quite well in the future, Kate Rich. Next up is Coach Alford.
Good evening. I'm Coach Alford. I teach. Thanks, Mr. G. I teach college prep math and financial math, which consists of mainly juniors and seniors, which those seniors have really struggled through senioritis lately. And I have two students that even through their senior year have really excelled and stayed involved, and they are the question masters in my classes. And one goes to Reagan Lisman. We got like 3 tonight. And Garrison Costello. And next up is Coach Brian.
All right, I'm Coach Brian. There we go. Come on, bring it. We're going to adjust that. There we go. All right, sorry I was late. I had a junior high athletic boys meeting, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so this award is for principles of business, and the girl that I'm going to give this award to was kind of the bar that I set the whole class to. The whole entire class worked the entire year on a business plan, and it started from creating the business, the conception of it, ownership type, marketing, creating a logo. I mean, it was a full gamut deal. This has been a whole year-long project. And I'm excited to see what she turns in next week. But Miss Sophia Schooley, please come and get your award. And then in the other class, I teach business information management, where basically you learn the ins and outs of Microsoft Word. I have had great success this year with passing the certification test. This particular gentleman passed it on his first try and was about 10 points away from mastering it. So, Sebastian Chavez. You here? No? Well, thank you. I guess I'm supposed to tell who's next, huh? Mr. G. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shit, and I pee all in my pants.
All right, that's good. That's good. They got it. I got the gist. Okay, I'm Mr. G. First off, I apologize to my constituents up here. I have 30 awards that I'm giving out this evening. Yeah, not kidding. Not kidding. Almost last. But first off, Brandon Neal, BK Neal, wanted me to remind all of you that he has a concert at Hibbett's Ice Cream next Monday night. So make sure you come out and check it out. Okay. So I'm going to call these people up first, but just to kind of introduce, I'm Mr. G, by the way. I teach AV production, audio video production, and I also teach the graphic design classes and commercial photography classes, which means I'm in charge of the yearbook. And the AV production classes have also extended into a new thing that we've got, which we've been live streaming, as we are this evening. As many events as possible, almost all of them. I'm super pumped that we were able to do all of the sports at least once. So if you want to go to YouTube, check out Farmersville AV Production on YouTube, and you can see the games that we live streamed this year and the events. I even did a track meet, and I had one viewer. Yeah, it was awesome. That's right. That's right. 4 hours of a track meet by myself. Well, Ivy was there too. Sorry, my bad, Ivy. You were there too. All right. So the first, I want to call it, is my audio video production class. So this is the students that excelled in the classroom. Mackenzie Smith, Cheyenne Self, Garrison Costello, Ian Foster, and Yamina Rivera. As these kids are coming up, just want to say a few words about all of them in kind of a group, but they excelled in everything that I presented to them, in the videos that they produced and created, the editing that they put together, and kind of working with teams and groups and other people, and they did an awesome job, and I super appreciate all of their efforts all year long. Thank you, guys. This next group of students, I forgot to mention that in my intro too, sorry. We do a thing called, it's the UIL Young Filmmakers Competition. It's a competition that allows us to compete against other schools and students across the state in filmmaking. And they make a short film and submit it, and we go through that process and vote and that type of thing. And all of these students made a film this year, and you can also see those on YouTube and on Vimeo. I will let you know, or they can let you know where if you want to. But Juniper Reynolds, Cesar, aka Clem Maldonado, Gracie Long, Tristan Huff, Casey Davis, Dominic Bates, and Sebastian Ruelas, aka Seabass. So as Juniper runs off the stage, I was going to talk about you, but that's all right. She created our first animated film that we had submitted to the UIL Young Filmmakers completely on her own. And it was awesome. You definitely want to check out Clem's. He made a documentary about the run-out banners for the football games and how the community and our students feel about them. You should watch it. Let me just say that. Dominic Bates and Tristan Huff made a hilarious film about the Three Misfits. It's a Western, and they went out into Paladuro Canyon, and no, it's not Paladuro. Where'd you go? Cap Rock, sorry. And filmed it with their parents, and it was superb. It was wonderful. I loved it. And Gracie Long made a film about what it's like to live deaf. And it was a great piece. So check those out for sure, called Silence. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do my best to hold it together on this one. I am an emotional person. But, tea time with Johnny Vega. I love you, man. I love you, man. Oh, so great. Okay, so Avery Winterroad and Mark Brimage have kept this alive and kept this going. You guys come on up. Avery and Mark, stay here, Johnny. Stay right here, Johnny. If you've not been able to see an episode of Tea Time with Johnny Vega, it started literally because Johnny happened to be in my class and we were doing newscasts and he stepped up and started talking and all of us were like, this is great. We need to make this an episode. And so we created, thank you, Johnny. We created Tea Time with Johnny Vega and it is greatness and the dance competitions that he has. And unfortunately, Mark and Avery are currently filming the final episode of the final season of Tea Time with Johnny Vega. That's why it's sad. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Tea Time with Johnny Vega. All right. Like I said, I also do the yearbook, and this is my first year doing yearbook, and it's been an absolute blast, but completely overwhelming. Like, it is insane. And we don't just do one, we do two. There are two yearbooks here in Farmersville, the Farmer 2 and the Farmer. The Farmer 2 is for Tatum Intermediate and Junior High, and the Farmer is for the high school. We put out the Farmer 2. It was sent to the students 3 weeks ago, and the Farmer is going to come out in August, for those of you that were curious, by the way. But these couldn't have done it. Couldn't have done it without them. Ami Hernandez, Trey Illig, Maggie Long, Emma Looper, Layla Morris, Lexi Hacker, and Abby Castillo. By the way, Abby Castillo told me this morning if I was not the one giving her an award, she would literally go into the yearbook and delete every single page of this yearbook. So I talked to Miss Cooper, and I had her make another award this afternoon. Just kidding. And then finally, the live stream team. So I have to say a few words, and again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry this is taking so long. But these guys, I yell at them often because when I get into production mode, I'm kind of on a different level, and I'm like super focused, and it's pretty crazy. And then I reward them by dealing with my frustrations and yelling by buying them lots of food. And it's pretty great. And I've actually overheard them say, oh, hey, Mr. G is going to be doing the game tonight, so we make sure you work that because we'll go out to eat afterwards. And he buys, which I do, So let's have these guys come up. They're literally live streaming right now, so they're going to leave their posts and come up to us. Dylan Conrad, Ivy Dupree, Daniel Garcia, Gracie Long, Maggie Long, Jeremiah Orm, and David Smith. As they're walking up, I do have to say that these kids challenged me unbelievably with opportunities, and the greatest thing is I have a motto that I kind of came into Farmersville with 5 years ago, and I said, if I can, then I should, is my motto. So if I have the ability and the knowledge and the time, then there's not any question, I should do it. And these kids challenge me constantly, like Jeremiah in the middle of football season said, bro, we should have replay. Okay. So we spent a week in my classroom and he figured out how to get replay up and running, and we had replay at a high school football game. Like, what? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. And then another week later, David Smith right here is like, bro, we should have sideline reporters. I was like, okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, so thank you very much. And then someone said, you should live stream a track beat. And no one showed up except Ivy. All right, thank you very much. Ms. De Laurentiis, come on up.
I'm Candy De Laurentiis, and I'm not that tall. Okay. So my first award goes to one of the sweetest kids that I have ever met. Out of the blue, I'll receive an email, thank you for all you do for me. Then I'll have an email that says, I hope you're having a great day. She can't be here tonight. Unfortunately, she got sick today, but this award goes to Casey Davis. I also teach child development. This award goes to one of the finest young men I know. He has been in a number of my classes. He is always on time. He is always spot on with his assignments, and he's a pleasure to be around. Brandon McAdams. My culinary award goes to a young man who not only was challenging in the culinary lab, but was always looking forward to the next assignment that we were going to try to produce. But he also passed the Serve Safe Education Manager's Examination, Landon Migrants. For the record, I have to pass that test really hard. I'm not sure why this is cutting out. My last award is for Introduction to Culinary Arts, and this student was a remote student all year long. Have not seen her in person, but she did such a fantastic job that I had to work, and that's Natalie Hernandez. Next up, Miss Douglas.
Got you. Okay, sound engineer in training, Miss Hess, the one that has the pink tape. Fade that up. Okay, try talking, Miss Douglas. Oh, nope.
And then my last award
Hello, Mr. Horton here. I have 3 awards to give. The first one's Mrlford's Jacob Stoll, which I haven't seen Jacob. The second one is Matthew Day. I haven't seen Matthew. And my man, Dakota Molina, sitting right here in the front row. Mr. Farrell is up next.
You done? Okay, this is for the Student of the Year Citizenship Award. Every month, the faculty selects 2 students of the month for each grade level. From these students, a Student of the Year is selected by the faculty and awarded to 2 students in each grade level that best exemplify outstanding citizenship, character, and integrity. The Freshman Award goes to Randy Fetty and Brady Gray. Okay, the Sophomore Award goes to Angie Lee and Jacob Stoll. The Junior Award goes to Riley Ortega and Hudson Gray. And the Senior Award is Alex Brooks and Colby Steindorf. Ms. Barber is here to present the next award.
I appreciate it. Put your hair now. So, Mr. G, we have to talk. There's no music for me. I mean, Highway to the Danger Zone, you know, Star Trek, anything would be good. Good evening. My name is Mandy Barber, and it is my distinct honor tonight. There you go. That'll also work very well. It is my distinct honor tonight to present the Tim Barber Memorial Award. I think it would be appropriate for me to tell a story about Tim so you can get to know him a little better. First of all, he graduated in 2016 from Farmersville High School. He was my number 3 son. When you have 4 kids, sometimes it's just easier to assign numbers, and it's very military. As you can imagine, having 2 older brothers, he was always striving to be just like them and do whatever they did. So much so that he followed in his dad's and brother Ben's footsteps and joined the Air Force. He was accepted to the Air Force Academy and rose to all of the challenges encountered there. On his first trip home during Thanksgiving, he was required to wear his blues, his cadet uniform, while traveling to and from the academy. As you can imagine, this can be rather uncomfortable. I mean, it's a full suit, tie, the works, hat. So it made him stand out in a crowd. As I picked him up at the airport and we drove home, I said something like, "I bet you'll be glad to get out of that uniform for a while." He turned and looked at me and said, "No, Mom. I love my uniform, and I am proud to wear it." Wow, was I impressed. Fast forward to March of 2017, when a man named Colin Kimball approached me about a portrait that he had done of Tim. After seeing it for the first time and crying my eyes out, wiped the tears away and took a deep breath. Colin explained that he had used Tim's freshman picture from the academy, but his tie wasn't straight, which would have gotten him demerits at the academy. So he decided to skip that uniform and put him in his parade uniform. It has no tie. The cadets don't qualify to wear a parade uniform until they are recognized in early March of their freshman year. All I could think of was how proud Tim would have been to wear that parade uniform. So if you go to the county courthouse in McKinney, there are portraits of Collin County military who died on active duty. You can't miss Tim. Straight down the hallway, turn left. He's the only cadet. And he was truly honored and grateful to serve his country. So I would like to read to you what it says on this award. In memory of Tim Barber, whose intrepid spirit, leadership, work ethic, and dedication and service to his community and country will always be remembered. Fly high. It is an honor and a privilege to present this award tonight in memory of my son. I know the young man who is being awarded tonight. I spent a week on a sailing ship with him and watched him leap into 600 fathoms of water. That's where the water turns dark blue. It's no longer turquoise. I watched him carry out all of his assigned duties, treat everyone with respect, and he has a great sense of humor. And I watched him. He always took care of his mom. His scoutmaster, Mr. Spanky, would be so proud of all that he has accomplished, and Becca and I are too. So would Caden Lindbergh please come up and accept this award?
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Barber, for that very heartwarming story. It is my honor to announce another memorial award. A number of years ago, there was a student of Farmersville High School, Johnny L. Anderson. He was an outstanding student. His former teachers and friends describe him as not only a great athlete and student, but an outstanding community member and friend. He always was there to help anyone in need. Unfortunately, he died in a tragic accident helping out another family shortly after graduation. So each year, the Farmersville High School faculty recognizes a male student that is an outstanding athlete, student, and community member. The award winner, the Johnny L. Anderson Award winner for this year is Kogan Grabowski. All right, we're going to take a real quick break from recognizing students. We have an annual award that we started several years ago recognizing a Teacher of the Year, Farmersville High School Teacher of the Year. Now, this award is determined by vote from the faculty and also a combination, combining in votes from the student body. This year's recipient for the Teacher of the Year is Josh Yuri. UIL Scholars. The University Interscholastic League recognizes students that are in the top 10% of their class and have competed in at least one UIL event at the varsity level during their high school career. As we call these students' names out, will you please come forward to the stage? Alex Brooks. Kylie Self. Debony Vasquez. Lizette Villarreal. Reese Fetty. Cesar Maldonado. Chloe Matthews. Reagan Baxter. Elliot Kraus. Randy Johnson. Audra Kirkland. Marcy Vega. And Joshua Hoare. If you notice, I called out 13 names, which is the entire top 10% of the graduating class of Farmersville High School, which means every single one of those students competed at the varsity level at some time during their 4 years, which is a remarkable accomplishment. So let's give them another hand. It is also my honor at this time to formally announce our salutatorian for the class of 2021 and the valedictorian. Our salutatorian is Kylie Self. And our valedictorian is Alex Brooks. You will get the opportunity, if you come to our graduation ceremony on June 14th, that's a week from Monday, at the Allen Event Center at 7 o'clock. You'll get to hear Kylie and Alex speak as they give their addresses during our ceremony. So come on out. There's plenty of room. The facility holds over 5,000 people, so you're more than welcome to attend. And last but not least, every year, the Farmersville High School staff picks a top senior male and senior female student to be Mr. and Miss FHS. This is chosen or selected as a student that is the best student with their character, their citizenship, and their involvement in school activities. This year's Miss FHS goes to Reese Fetty. And Mr. FHS is Josh Hoare. Okay, so at this time, this will bring our ceremony to a conclusion, only an hour and 10 minutes. We moved along really quickly. We appreciate your patience, and once again, want to thank everyone for their attendance, and we will see you at graduation. Students, stack your chairs. You can take photos up here if you want to.